as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First and 10, Kaiser. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go!
Now Kaiser. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Anderson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Room here to run. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a carry for Perine. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Kaiser to throw it. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Kaiser on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First down, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The drive starts with a handoff to P-Ryan. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Finds a seam inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On third down, Kaiser. A dump off to Elliott. Look at the dance and the juke. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio 38!
Kaiser now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with P-Ryan. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? You not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Let's go! Try 38!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down carry by Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, here's P. Ryan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A toss play. Here's P. Ryan. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it here with P. Ryan. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's P. Ryan. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Come on, let's go! 38!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Fresh set of downs here. Now P. Ryan. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. As they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll look to throw. And That is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A first down throw for Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Brown able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Second down, Kaiser. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Flex round.
Final play of the half, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll run again with D-Ryan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Good move at the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. To throw, Kaiser. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tyler Jamison forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 3rd and long for Kaiser. And he's going to go down again. Tyler Jamison in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, good hurdle. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Washington. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Able to push his way through, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They go play action. Kaiser. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Kaiser wiggles free. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that's incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll go to P-Ryan trying to pound it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some room to roam now. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Setting up the screen to Pirine. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
That's it, baby.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They run the counter now on first down. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll look to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
One final shot for Kaiser. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle...